Right. Do you know what, like, there's one trait andoita in nigga that I realized kuti mamwe podcast haiti and once introduce one. But then I like the way I want to introduce someone because I was watching your podcast.
Yeah.
It was with Salan.
Cotton Salan.
Then there was this girl with my cakes.
Maji cakes,
Majita cakes.
Exactly.
That introduction, I think that's a specialty. It's something that you should be proud of because, like, in any, I don't see myself doing like my intro. Do you mind No, one of because like because like I feel like it becomes more like an interview introduction like that, you know.
Alright, so I Sakawanda ndinonzi Tafty ndinoita podcast inonzi the Everyday Buzz podcast. Sakawanda mjazondiziya pambera.
Say which is our formal. Say which is our formal like when we're shooting.
As for now, we want to try to get timbori formal bichana tichazonorasika pambera because zvinoitika ndezvekuti vanhu vakatanga kuti follow up ataita podcast vanhu vakuru.
Yeah.
Saka panogona kunetsa. Ukada mind language chichichi. Saka one of my subscribers angu anzori my relatives atori kana na essay chichichi. Saka uzondwa ndichibaiza kana ndichidi. I mean, but I'm sure kuti eZimbabwe ndasata such inonzi podcast. Podcast ndinofana kutaura kutofurika kuti zvakadai.
Yeah.
Skadai.
Saka wati one of your, all right, let me give you like a proper introduction. Tafty Everyday Buzz podcast, one of the best podcasts that I've seen from Gweru, from Midlands, because I feel like Midlands, I'm not a podcast I can't, which is something that we need to change. We need to grow the industry. People should come through and like shoot as many podcasts as possible. Do you know what? Competition is healthy, and complementing each other is healthy as well.
Exactly.
Oh, naga.
Yeah.
That's my chat. Anyway, to get into it, I think the tracker back over formal because like I've never formal. I'm almost never formal like this.
I try to adjust.
Tomorrow never formal.
I had to forget that.
We did an episode now. I did episodes now. Nigga. But then this is the second time Digita a fellow podcaster.
Alright.
I once did Chansa from Chansa's podcast. Shout out to Chansa. He's one of the first people who got on my podcast from Gweru.
Yeah, and I don't follow any
Chansa, because I remember in 2018. Way, because it's like how many years now?
That's a popular podcast in the right.
27 years.
Yeah.
My podcast Angato Tanga. Then now I think it's a movement that we need to try and uplift. That's my thought in Inango. I feel like if we uplift my podcast, and if someone who's got a passion for this, it's actually easy to start. To start a podcast.
It's not actually easy because recently in story name Facebook ghetto. I don't do that. I don't think a podcast and it's totally different from young work and and my ideas. But it's really so because if you don't have equipment, you have to hire. I've known per 0 following. Would tanga data actually would shoot at you upload them data a rip.
But then do you put data as a factor though? Call out to data in 2025. It was serious.
Yeah.
I feel like data is now something that's necessary.
It's now a need, not a want.
Yeah, it's a need. You need to have data.
Yeah. But tukutaura tisu mkuru mugona set up sema izeze. Aisi set up 2 cents. Munat adakutanga singazi.
Na ndiye 2 cents gaza kuyevira tusheza mafoli.
But trukuti susu munhu anoda kutanga asingadozivi zvinofamba sei. Sound inofamba sei, quality inofamba sei, editing inofamba sei, zvinogona kumuremera because unongowa kuhaya zvinhu.
But are you saying kuti podcasting inonetsa, or are you saying it's easy? And then I think it's easy.
I need for me to inonetsa because I've been facing challenges. Trukuti susu mudhara uri kuita chinhu chausiri kuziva kuti mareturns zvichazofamba sei. Cost benefit analysis chichazodzosa mareturns eri inandi. ukasarusimba muchigame unoita give up because lese uruwaya zvino wahaya zvino runoona YouTube kune 2 views chero ndimiwo munodi.
No, do you know what? I once did a episode, Andika. Yeah. Not an episode, it's like a video. Yeah. Why someone should do podcasting in Sim.
Yeah.
My argument was, can I write a podcast? It's for the love of it, not for the money part of it. Even a passion for like what you do.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
And married gotamus.
That question, I can't answer it. I have to plead the fifth.
Let's say that question noneza parce que paranga au radio nakatanga kutofunza uri single kwataus aba techitobaiza mazuva itona. Let's say kuti ndiri married and ndine mukadzi. Mukadzi akundona chimukira ku podcast every day and but mpamukudaya hupfu. Anososwa pa extend kuti bvunza kuti zvenye zvimudhara zviri kunza hupfere.
But you reckon kuti ma podcast anomokiko unoshuta time unoda.
Yeah, but
when you want.
But let's say kuti waona basa riri kukusungirira mudhara. Zvekutodaro.
All right. You're employed, Andika. That's why uchiti. And then I feel like as someone who does my podcast and who's been doing it, for me now it's a case of for me it's for the love of it, but not for the kutindruda mari sterek, because I enjoy what I do, Andika. And it's flexible. I'll shoot when I want. Nikafunga izvo zvekuti the next time I want to shoot, of course it need consistency. I told you to chase out every week. I have to put out something.
Exactly.
And but I know kuti I will shoot any day of the weekend that I want. I remember there was an episode that I shot kuma 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Na Marco na Anson Tatato Vow Club. Right. Let's go shoot.
All right. 12
a.m. Tichishika panapa. Set up the equipment. We shot. That shit was a banger. Ngazoribuditsa. Ona. Ndopa nchitichi. If you are doing podcast, do it for the love of it. Kana wao kusika ma levels ana Joe Rogan and them. You can get to getting paid and expecting payment.
I'm getting what you are saying, but inini I'm sure ndasina kuudza kuti inini andichende kubasa mudhara ku podcast takatopika mabhegi and atisikuzodzokera kumashure
kwakasire basa
mudhara vanona chizvinoitika but uchadaro varungi vedu vachitoona.
No, it's okay because like state your point, because like at the end of the day cannot be a podcast. Say what you want, say how you feel. Honor. Can you feel like for me, Nina, I don't believe in getting employed or being under someone. I like that independence of me calling the shots.
Exactly.
Honor. I remember I was having a conversation with someone. You did 4 years in uni. Well, Skachagi Graftry program. Okay, I was like, I told myself, let me give myself a few years to see this thing out. Of course, Paneni Demari, we've got a hustle that we have. You find us pa Gomba Ascot extension shops. Gomba Ascot extension shops, we sell electronics and everything.
Alright, now I forgot to Murio Mdara.
Murio. No, still, there's nothing wrong with putting somebody.
I know, I want to
So my point is, if you got a hustle in Okopa, maybe Marishoma Shomandiga. You can actually do podcasting and it will become easy for you. It's a podcasting. Can also not hustle and rukupa married. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly. Right. So back to our story there.
Yeah.
If you see my number on WhatsApp, it's written
business.
Tafty CEO. Yeah. Then the everyday pass. In Mdara Uvandru Chikoro. It's A-level I did economics, business studies and crop science. I think as for me, the business aspect is an inborn trait. It's fine. I'm sure no one has picture among my ideas and so forth.
Yeah.
So Mukushanda no realize that if you don't work for your dream, someone will hire you to fulfill theirs.
Yeah.
Posing relax podcast zodiga. You just so doubt and I would have caused so from employer babas. Every day I fulfill a dream. You get it the sense what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I told myself that if it is good, let's try to shindemberi. Those are little mukira to gezera mdara. To train. Is under there banap. ndozvandatowe ndada kuudzawo something dai chinhu changa chisingabhadhari ndakadilita chaniwa asora ndinodaro
ndechachisingabhadhari wakati
ndakadilita chaniwa
alright
asora ndina kudaro
I'm seeing you getting my endorsements deals that's motivational as well.
Yeah, I just trying.
You're trying. Do you have management or urikuita zvese on your own?
Andi mudara ndayafona ngona baisina moto ndikatsikirira foni mudara ndivhipa foni
avhipa foni ndoningojirana
ndiye ndichitomhanya zvinhu mudara kutoti I'm Tafty from the everyday bus marketing as for now I'm ndini zvese handi but we want to try kuti handingatangi ndati uyaite marketing yangu tisata structure zvinhu first want to structure zvinhu taona kuti ndabrand ambassador wecompany mari yakuuya manje waona so far the just slots brand ambassadorship deal they are not yet suited they are just slots ngoti turi kuti pa episode ine turi kufamba takadaro
alright
so ndinogara nchudza vanhu kuti ukaona company yako kuti approach yao ichida kuti tiite zvinhu iwo uchitengesa maperfume kuti dauta it's now your own fish to fry handizoziviwa
but you know it's like trusting someone andika with your money is something chinonetsa most people don't really trust people nemari dzavo and I can understand kuti munhu anenge ane maperfume they are trying to grow andika but then in that they need retain stake more than my company believe in marketing. That's why companies can fork out $5,000 for an ad.
No, let me tell you something. You know what? Izozo mindset you but issue digital marketing ndara inopusha chinoita kuti vanhu vasa believe inyaya kuti muZimbabwe takawandirwa nenyaya yemascam. Everyone arangofunga kuti it's a scam. I've been to a selling company nezuru and vakatanga kuti takamboita company yakati lira mari kadai sike what's your rate card ndikamuudza anga ato believe why because kuna vanhu vanodhurisa zvinhu asasingazveri basa ripi racho.
Alright, what's your rate card?
Rate card asatra official pane pekuti rate card richabuda pekuti atichareviki ngetutengesa sagare mbanje robaraba bandacho takatoza right apa ndakukuudza kuti pa 100,000 its followers ndakadzishandira ndakadzisa so panyaya yetrust up back to nyaya yetrust ine mudara I'm currently working with the Reborn Energy it's from iri kuBorodeo Harare inasana basuka kuBorodeo but kushanda mudara maweeks ari namberi
utopusha sent
ubarapendacho so you be surprised oda kukudzora ini first wangu ndakurera podcast Harare Reborn Energy is now full time sponsoring me saka inyaya yekuti uri kuisa trust pamunhu wauchiconsider maweeks ake yekuti akamboshanda papi kwete kudangopa kanegative attitude yekuti vanhu vemarketing vanodyira mari no that's not about
no kune mascammers mumarketing as well
varimo
but with that let's take a ad break.
Okay,
ad break. You know what I mean?
Well, good music is subjective. Like for
instance, do you think you make like good music?
I make music that some other people like.
Dude, I hate
not
someone
everybody.
Like I was searching for "Ride with Me." Then I asked this American one. They put like those lyrics on some weird items. Did you check it? Check your ghost song. It's on some remix which is crazy. I was like, yo,
niggas always remixing
and they were putting like lo-fi into
lo-fi,
low, damn low, jet low, John low, exe.
You know, with this AI, you know, thing.
Oh no, it wasn't even AI. Because they took your song.
They take the song, they make another beat on it, and it's just a whole different song.
But I like the what's the lyrics? Ride with me, so
I don't know.
Cause the ghost of your past is on to me.
To me.
Like and what happened to the one was on the video? Right, so that's marketing Andika. Talking about how you're now getting marketing deals. And you said you're doing it independently. Don't you think your stronghold would be in marketing? Andika? Because I know, I believe I shouldn't be my own manager. Right now, you're saying your own manager. Andika. Exactly. Let me just try to state my defects and my demerits and fungirauti. Ndo kuita your own manager.
Exactly.
If you're your own manager, I feel like ukaudzwa nyemba nemona Andika. No, personally and professionally, you can't separate the two.
And this was
honor. So, do you think you have that character? You can separate the two.
Mdara, kana ndatova said remarketing ndatova munhu akasiyana kana ndatova said kuti ndava host ndatova munhu akasiyana.
Alright, for example, someone approaches someone and what my name is Tafty, coming from Everyday Buzz podcast. My area of expertise is this and that, Andika. Then over okay, it's fine. Let's hear your story. Over that is my podcast, my son, Andika. Then Papa gets no serious more, Andika. Then later in life, ozona munhu yako kuvinga awiti beef naire unongosinaita beef naire wo
apani pambo ndoita beef mutara because
those are you have to separate the men from the business or the business from the men.
But rikuno nyama mutara because pani pambo unoskota nga uudzwa zvinhu zvisirizo
like une any company wakamboenda wakakudza nyemba
mutara zvinhu tu zvandakasangana nazvo ndichida kutsvaga mamarketing deals chese chinongonzi hanzi kwaisiya tsamba ndichatoiti
aioi
ndara panopera 5 months pasina reply. So iwo unova tichindipa namba dzemanagement or dzemuridzi especially macompanies aya anonyepera kunge akakura anamusiya mwaya nohotikati hatidi nenamba dzemurungu zvikazodai watano kuona dziri adaro uzota hapana dziri ndirokudza iyo rakasangana nazvo wanopa isiya tsamba tasoti pane probability nekuti inogona kuzinogona kusiya tsamba wotozoona adzava 5 months hapana chakadini
hapana chakauya
exactly. So ndozvinhu machallenges atinosangana nawo nemamwe machallenges ekuti maages edu aya tinogona kuenda ndakadressa madressing andakarova ika uriwana akutanga toti muri team remadrugs and so forth hapachina dhiri zvatopera
akavokudza kuti uri madrugs
mudara
wakatombona zuri madrugs
titakarova magamendi edu aya zvikanzi hapana mwada tonoita kune mari dzedu.
I guess kune vanhu vasina professionalism mabasa.
And then on the other note ndakamboitira imwe certain company ndakatomboitira maadverts ayo fortunately yakabva yavo yakainstalla masolar ku what do we call it Claremont Park. They vandika nowaposta kuti tatova neclient yeClaremont Park chichenorikuona nyaya yacho but up to now I didn't receive any payment. I am not going to mention the company but I did not receive a payment.
Mama wakasaina contract omamusina
tatisati saina contract.
No contract inonzi transaction like if I'm doing something and for me for example someone told me something that I struck by so, since pandakauzwa izvozvo and whatever you do make sure kuti you state your terms whether it's an ad state time period kana uri part of the ad state time period yavacha air that ad and your rate card pay let's say uruti ad rikuitwa 3 months andika vastatere kuti maybe you want $300 per 3 months each a andika after that period they can't use that ad kana uchida kuchandisa futi
they have to pay
futi because I was watching the case yakudharayo you know Pusha T and artist
exactly
akaitira ad McDonald's way back andika it was the ad McDonald's ta I'm loving it
exactly I know that one.
That ad generated millions andika but Pusha T anakuwana mari i14 code then akazopesera 40% yemaroyalties akaitika nachazoitika just like that case ye please call me back iri kunetsa
mazuvanicom exactly
know your worth make sure kuti masaina contract kuita kuti pazozikamwa kuti alright your contribution is this and that
panyaya iyiwo futi yemacontracts isi chinoitika kuti vanhu vasadasoda kusiyana macontracts inyaya yekudaiswa pamwe pacho inyaya yekusatoziya tamba ipapo panyaya yekusaziya unoona kuti ukasaina contract ka pane mwana uya anenge ane malawyers unopafa futi
na contract iwo usangosaina usina kunyatsoverenga ka proofread it. I remember once said a deal near my company and they fucked me up. They fucked me over, I mean. So the contract was like a year contract. But a signer. Then they were like, contract, Papa Kanzi, you can't shoot any other stuff except for if you're shooting with us for the next year. And so 6 months in, they saying it. These guys are getting the better end of the stick, right?
Yeah.
Then I was like, certain and Shadi. You can see, well, you can't use your the name of your podcast for the next year. So pakatosheka. I was like Nikatori brand then changed into Gweru podcast.
Exactly, yeah.
Then after that I'll go back after the time period. So my advice is make sure you understand the terms of the contract.
Yeah.
Time period, what you need to do. Nichichi, do you know what is happening? Sorry, I'm giving my example. I know you are the one who's supposed to be. There are some radio stations that can already under that contract, and you can't practice anything else. Chiriche media
exactly.
For the next 5 years. Of which in media, time ino famba unokanganika.
Yeah,
ona vira for lack of a better term. So yeah. I like the drive that you have. You are pushing the narrative. You are marketing. You are all in terms of podcasting. So all in all, the discussion started as: do you think with my podcast are easy or akaoma? What's your final statement or word? Or not okay? If someone wants to start a podcast, is it easy or is it hard, or you just need to be tenacious and you just have the drive to keep on keeping on?
Basically the thing is kana achinanya kuoma zvikudaro. But chinongoda kuzvipira kuti ukaona wakahadhira ukaona 2 cents tsaga chakati ukadi tsaga chakati. And then if you are doing a podcast, you have to someone that are friendly, you see. Someone that are friendly zvekuti ndinoda kuzowana ndosara na banana tozviramba izvi.
Ndiye nonotaura naye ndoramba.
Alright, ndosara na 216 whiskey. Bruno Fenijas ndosara naye. If you want to confirm what the DMD to say.
Okay, it's fine.
So it's something you have to be friendly. Because mukuwa friendly moment uri kucreate a relation kuti mangwana yiro mniyo kada umuti ngawe ku podcast. Zvakafana baba Gweru nikadata ku podcast. I don't hesitate kumudza kana kuti ndotomudza makusena acho because we are family. You see? So it's something that I have to create a network yekuti unoziva kuti ndikada kuti ku Gweru podcast ndikada kukumbira andikumbiri band ndomudza ndasvika pa shops. You see? So it's something that we have to unofana create a link nevanhu. Although kuna ngapana vanoti kana vane zvama brand zviri naniwo anotanga kuganzira kida kurambira. That's the pain part of it. Kuti wati guest ngawe guest oramba kana kuti wagadzisa poster na guest yoba arega ku
asipale ku guest akamukuite
wangu aiwa achauya dondo atizoitaura iyo but aripa akambokanzela maybe due to busy, you see. Saka zvinorwadza pakuti iwo unenge wambohyper wachaurisa ma streets. Because game chedu you have to someone anotaurisa anohyper. Because some of the people they are saying anzi hey waita maru what do you see. Saka nenundri ma streets nditori pa denika ndakatorora zvinhu zvisingatoiti mudhara saka ndada kubuda pa chinenge chandamenaisawo wakastyle akuita kupisa.
I like the fact that there was an episode that I saw wangu akapfeka suit.
Right, yeah.
Likati oyo I think I commented likati
ndakaona comment. So you see kuti tete baizira fake it until it's permanent, you see. So the game is chinongoda munhu anohadhira ane consistency anoramba achiposta nemunhu ano research mudhara. You see, because game chinoda ku research oona kuti aiwa kugweru podcast kuri chinhu chakati chiri kuleka. That's why you see ndogara nchiviewa masina ako. Because ndida ku try ku picture in a different way.
Sachicha ndoleka.
You is for you.
Like about ad. I haven't been serious with looking for ads, Andika.
You are not kuleka, but you are big.
This guy big. Why?
You are big.
Inini I average 2 views per episode. So this episode ukatona waiwola usiri ilili na Tafty what only support.
Alright, so what I want to encourage you is kungoti you are pushing and but I just want to encourage you is push your studio into CBD because you realize that aripo mageso kuti tonongona tongomfonera wanzo tari kugweru kuti munhu wani kwaba patch pachazoti ku ndowani kwa pakati kuti it's out of CBD, you see.
Alright.
No advisor.
So I think what CBD plays a factor in terms of like convenience and whatnot.
Yes.
And then I've gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what? If we're shooting uri kushuta wamba kwangu. Oh, we're not shooting, it's fine. Oh, naga. I've had instances where I was working with a certain company. A big company. kondaishutira ndika after ndatsvaga sound engineer anga ariko ndamubhuka kuti agouya someone doesn't come through ona so I got to a point yekuti and that problem nomaartist akawanda artists think kuti the special breed. That's why wakuona ike zvino I really want to do an episode neartist because I know kuti you no not kuti ndozvibika but sometimes you need me more than I need you.
Exactly. I told some of the content creators vandandinawo nezuro varozama they are pushing one numbers and but ndakavaudza ndikati do you know kuti chinonzi podcast ndo chinhu chinobooster ndikudzeka tine mamwe artists asingazivi atakatanga kuda kutozozana ndawechi kwepodcast because papodcast tikuti something chekuti collection yemafollowers mafollower aningi mafollower ako
then tobatanidza
you see that collaboration yataita inoyi munhu munhu akasingazivi the everyday buzz achanga achiziya munhu munhu akasingazivi Gweru podcast achanga achiziya nokuda kwechu through this collaboration. So what I think is kuti mutauni mudara munoita kuti let's say kuti mukuza kuti artist iri pamilana handi or right kusvika ipapo right ndosvika within 10 minutes kaya kuti azosvika kuna wadangu yakadi
5 minutes kunoko
aiwa plus makosi kunoda wane mota mudara wokuza kuti munhu ndiri
urita seke ndrugara 20 kilometers out of town.
No
anyway so I think the next thing that's on my bucket list, I think I need to find a manager andika. Of course we'll discuss the red card. Do they get 20% of the total earnings and whatnot? Because I understand in terms of split sheets and everything.
Exactly.
But with that, let's move a little further to about like the guests that you've heard, my artists, the drive, what made you want to be like a podcast and whatnot. The first one that we're gonna go into after this to talk about my artists that you've heard. I think I'll discuss 2 or 3 artists that you've heard.
Exactly, no problem.
And after that, we'll be rocking it. Let's take a ad break.
And for starters, I also disagree with the whole term African traditional religion. I mean, there's something I find very unsettling about it. But anyway, I want to believe that I'm an African first.
Before anything else.
Before I become Christian.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then if I were to go to the theological side of it, Jesus was born in a certain culture, just like I was born into a certain culture. The notion that Jesus was everything and everywhere is another perspective, I think. The one that I do not agree with.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Exactly. I think Jesus was a Jew.
He is. He was.
Exactly. So he subscribed to Jewish patriarchy and the ancestors, his own ancestors, Israel, and as in Jacob and the 12 tribes and Ephraim and them. So how then you come to me and vilify my own religion whilst saying I should also adopt yours. That doesn't make sense to me. I
was watching Joshua Maponga.
I've heard of him, yeah.
I was watching Joshua Maponga and he said you say you don't worship religions, or you shouldn't like adhere to what your ancestors are teaching you, right? But then Jesus is someone else's ancestor.
Yes,
certainly. And you're praising someone else's ancestor instead of looking at, kuti is a fidza mwana wa ningi mwana wa ningi. You can trace, like, it's something that you can trace.
Yeah.
Andika.
A genealogy, as it were.
Yeah. And you don't want that. You are vilifying that over saying, kuti, let me go and worship this new religion. Of which, if we look at it, dating back in Africa, it dates back maybe 1680. 80 is it after? Is it after?
Yeah. The BC,
Right. So we are back. Satash Chitichi, we'll talk about the artists that you've heard, Danica. 2 or 3. I seen you had Skido, you had Baba Gweru, you had Breezy Nokem. Of the 3, which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Like in terms of like the conversation that you've had, even the vibe. You know, you don't vibe with everyone. Even kuti interview yakaita easy. Which one would you say kuti was your favorite? Like I say for to include the Albert, because I've heard Albert as well.
Alright, I can say 2 of them.
I need two.
Okay, the first one was with Baba Gweru. Baba Gweru, because like we are more like family. But ndasingatozivi kutoti zvimwe zvandasingatozivi akazosvitara papodcast through my conversations, you see.
Akataura kuti
zvimwe zvitori interesting zvedeep down zvakasangana nazvo music industry.
Izvozvo
akamboganzirwa chichi haanenge munhu akangomuganzirawo akumbirawo kulaba akamudza mari yekuwanda. Pisa by that time iye anga asati exactly, you see. So ndakabva ndadzidzawo zvakawanda, ndikabva ndaonawo kuti ndikabva ndaita research, tikazodanawo umwe wacho nawo akauyawo, you see. And then secondly was with the Albert Chigia. Vantotaurisa zvatinogona tofunga ndo vati vahostika vaiva.
Shout out to Albert.
Albert Chigia is someone ari very humble. Albert anodii mufana wangu kuti wagarisa wauchabatiki and so forth, you see. So Albert Chigia ndiye akaresa TikTok account yangu. Special thanks to Albert Chigia. Albert Chigia ne statement rakatara kuti anzi Samanyanga sounds not a record label. But
then that's a fact, Chandika. Because I remember I did an episode just to clarify on that Samanyanga Sounds is not a record label. I did an episode not Prince. Na Miles Matunya. If you know Miles Matunya. EIT record label in Jitandis. So when that was said by Albert, I think Dagaku inbox I think I sent something like that. I don't remember. Andiga. Albert, alright, let's move past like that. Wati Albert and Baba Gweru. And the other two. What are your comments on?
The other two. The other two, they are good. They are good, very good. But in yangoda pawangotsungirira pawangoranzi two, because I know kuti pakati pavo two vasara vacho mnanzanga uzondiclaim kana ndazoda
I don't understand.
But it's like kuti my conversations acho angari good, but zvaita kunge zvinhu very staged, because mamwe questions anga achitinesa pakuti munhu ndesandanga tosakuombedza wakavhura, saka pa ndechibvunza ndichikuziva kuti iwo wakaita zvakati.
But then don't you think kuti unokwanisa kuita conversation ugovhura munhu kana uchida as an interviewer? With that ability.
But that one zvinozoda time yakareba, maybe unenge wakashotina interview yako for 30 minutes. But conversation unochaita uchimudzika mbichana akauti ungazoona zvakamira sei.
Alright, about artists in general, Anika, I've seen that your niche, Anika, your niche is looking at a celebrity, like you're interviewing one very prominent in the industry. Why did you choose that? I want to look at my celebrity in one very
prominent in the industry.
Yes.
So the idea is to uplift people. You see, to people you have to connect. You see, if it is kuti ndashutwa na, for example, if it is ndashutwa na Tafty media, and pauya artist akagara apa kuitwa podcast, akazwa Tafty media anodini anotora ma videos, then anoda music video akudini vakuchiconnect.
Alright. So
the thing is, the most thing mdara is want to put Gweru on map mdara. Tisori independent rona ndozato kuti artist akadato yakana kuMilan zoda kufuna neGweru podcast.
But why do you say Milan? I don't like mentioning Milan because Milan never paid me. So I think I'll bleep that out. Because like my thing is, when you have a conversation, Andika, or when you're in an interview, maybe a lecture, not lecture, but then it's a young advice. Sometimes it's good not to mention my names because they'll get free publicity. Of your work.
People they want to visit the place and so forth.
Because they will know. Andika.
I'm sorry, it seems as if in my previous. I've never
even pananchiti company ndakashanda notaura zita.
Anotaura zita. Vanhu vakatozonoitsvaga kuti zvakafamba sei.
Vangatotsvaga, but I would never say a name because like me putting a name to it is like giving them free publicity. Zvafani ku TV. Have you ever been to TV?
To TV, yeah, not yet.
Okay, no TV, you understand Javadi anything chakanyogwa label, re company or anything.
Oh yeah.
Vanokuti bring plain t-shirt or something chakanyorwa zvisiri.
Oh yeah. Over spotlight here, which alright, I'm getting.
No pane point yangu. So these are some of the lessons that we have to learn in the industry as we grow.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, naida ubvunza with the artists, do you like my interview nema artist or do you like my interview nema individual? Because did you ever have an interview ne individual, or it's mostly artist or someone who's prominent?
As for now, someone who is prominent, but the idea is we want first to build the core brand inenge. So alright, ndakutokuudza secret zvinhu zviri pambera. So one our podcast to have more like a TV channel. Uzoti mande kune program yemartist akati. Kana usingadi zvemartist uzoti choose kune program yezvakati.
Alright.
So it's something that is in the pipeline.
I saw kuti wakati you're looking for a female co-host.
Yeah.
That's fire. I once said a female co-host. Shout out to Michelle Masanga.
Yeah.
She was one of the best.
Yeah, and this was
it's actually good to have chemistry and to have like a female point of view and female perspective.
Yeah.
And I thumbs up to that.
Yeah.
Or on
because
that
it seems as if trade promote after gender equality. So my programs wese anogoda chikuona chito uchaona yako yaunofarira. You see. So ndo zvakawanda zviri loading saka imami inoti muda tipo advice ipi ku everyday bus temprova papi.
Everyday Buzz podcast is a good podcast. My advice ngatokupaga, just be at ease when you're interviewing someone. Treat them as a colleague, because I've seen kuti of course it's respect, unoti mdara mdara chakati no kana tiri podcast uri John Nyundo because the more you know, because I watched the interview na Alpetka, it was good.
Yeah.
But then when you saw to mdara, that gave him way kuti azotichi azoita senge
ndanya kumwe yesterday. Alright.
So kana tichita interview trima iko.
Alright.
Trima iko.
Plus ndakakuhosta wauya pachinhu changu.
Wauya pachinhu changu, so you have to follow my tune.
Alright.
I'm holding the pipe because I follow my tune.
Yeah, and
so that one I think your interviewing style is good.
Yeah.
It's actually good. The other thing that I can advise is shooter in portrait and try landscape. Because when it comes to YouTube, watching portrait which is masinti pa TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Now by YouTube kutone chinchiri portrait inonetsa kuti ndirambe ndiri engaged. Do you know there are things ma tools akatogadzika onzi. This one kana ku TikTok it makes more sense. Zvavane kuti ukaisa chinchiri landscape pa TikTok but then it's because of the setup here. So maybe if you shoot landscape then of also crop into TikTok portrait. Make a sense for TikTok and
we'll try to improve on that one.
I believe in you and I like the tenacity and the drive that you have. With that, let's talk about you, Anika. Born and raised where?
Alright, ndakazvarwa ku Urungwe Mdara Karoi uko. Kuya kuda kuzodzidzira kutangiza ma1 muno mugweru.
So you've been in Gweru for how long?
Ndakazvarwa ku Urungwe anti. So you see kuti nyaya yekuti vana Mdara vanoita magraft mamwe yekuti vanenge vachingori nomadic. Ambo transfer ombodi I've been to Bendura, I've been chakati.
So you've been everywhere?
Not everywhere such, but
it's almost everywhere.
It's not almost everywhere, but taiti ma holidays kugweru ndo kwakagogoka. Taiti ma holidays tongoya kuno kugweru. So pandakatanga kuzogara mugweru full time chako pandakatanga form 1 up to form 4.
What's the group?
I've been to Progress.
What? I don't like mentioning the name.
So A level ndikaenda kuZhombe Mdara unonzi kustakena I've been to Zhombe. That's why you see the page against Zhombe celebs rundi poster because
you've been to Zhombe.
Exactly.
How's Zhombe like? I've never been to Zhombe.
Mining Mdara uko taitofamba phone info pairi pa silent.
Nemake.
Vakomana vaya vemabhemba vamwe vaya.
Live.
So dark. Akuita daylight robbery.
Kwakaiva.
Kwakashata. So after ipapa hapo Gweru saka so far takatopeka mabhegi Gweru enda tisikuzodzokera
auchadzoki auchasi
Gweru handisi kuzosiya wana ndatosiya enda kutosiya kutoti kohosa ninga iripo but isusu
uchiita rimwe sinde
but Gweru ndo medu chamcham.
So love of poetry was I seen kuti you are into poetry, so how did that stem out? Like zvakatangira kupi? Because I've seen you've been winning awards in poetry. Like
in primary ndaitoita poetry pama prize giving day mdara.
What?
Utoita
what?
I know. Not that one. Ndatoita imwe yakatoimpressa vanhu zvekutoti asi ndatosoinawo prize pandakatopiwa prize separate changa ndadinda performa poem. So it's something yori ndandine passion nacho pandakazongoita senda relax. So but like pandakawina award ndapedza nyora form 6 ndapadeni. Then I started writing ngara ari ganbody nimbonyora. So ndakatonyora ndikakondesa ndikaona zvandatowina. Fortunately lapa ndisikwanisa kuenda kuma poetry awards nenyaya kuti ndine mamwe awards anoda kuenda. You see?
Ndo ari kuposta.
Saka patuda mbopusha ma awards ekuti ka podcast kedu kambodiyo rubara poendi yacho.
But let's talk about my awards andika. What's the benefit of kuita my award? Help me understand. Maybe I'm backward, but then I need to understand kuti what's the benefit of kuita my awards?
An award is something that is an achievement. An award, you know, that on your portfolio. You know, company doesn't matter chifachi. Pongo chora paper you want to start my aids. You see, no, I maybe nagera poet on the ram na kunakutawara no diani. So if got an award, maybe runs the best upcoming podcast. I was no, you go vani trust in you. Paper point. So an award is something that is a catalyst in whatever you do. You see. Chuno free no goda disao mdar. Because you know patino chiwina. Teta post kwese kuti mwana adadisa.
Yeah.
So an award is simply something you zvakafana kuti mnaka wina award different artists. Ukonoka wina you said you not mention it. But ukonoka wina one of the top awards in Zimbabwe tinoziya ndi. Mangwana makusena utadzi kumka kwe kuti udo brand ambassadorship you said yasvika.
Alright.
Vana vakuzota mtani trust naye vanhu 7 vambomuvhotera win. Is good.
Which is a good sign as well.
Exactly.
So maybe what don't be said because in any for me it was like awards.
But back to Nyema awards where again or something. Nyema awards. Aripo mamwe awards you our fund rui ndakapo advice on umwe munhu. Hanzo usangotora zvese. Zipongo zvinokuderedza, zipongo zvinokukwidza. You see. So avane kuti aripo mamwe awards mudare kuti anokuda ndobhadhira mazimari. Woona kuti azva kuti nzakuenda kutenga award. Walofa vane profit bachawo. An award is something that you have to recognize me, to thank me. You see. And you see the aripo anonzi ma appreciation awards. Ngo to Gweru podcast are doing good. Ndobva ndakupa student award. You see. Saka unofanira kuona kuti award iri kana ndabhadhira mari, what's the benefit for me?
Do you have to pay kuti upinde award? Aiwa, inini I wouldn't. That's why I believe in being headhunted.
Anosiyana. Pane mamwe ekuti vanotokutoti unotoona kuti vanhu vadasara ne profit neso. But aripo mamwe ekuti unoibhadhira administration fee yekuti uwane photoshoot dinner and so forth, then unopiwa ma prizes.
What if kana chiwa nezvinhu zvangu?
Like what?
Photoshoot, I will buy my own meal. No, my point is, Anika, if you are awarding someone, there's no reason for me to pay. And then I think my awards are going to submit to a cheat.
But so you're on of things that are one of the big door. I was published by the big door, but that.
Sakanika, but America on the one go in award.
I am not like that. What is a certain amount of my fees?
For example, going rate, you know, how much is that?
To nomination fee. I did Urandu Gwenda cannot. Andrew Gwenda Mdara Sekubirana is something you could recognize that you are doing good to that.
So it was a case of the one out of category Makomongori too.
Entrepreneurship.
Or entrepreneurship. I thought it was like
two categories. Entrepreneurship in Nepa podcast.
The other ones are more category yako ndiani nani?
Entrepreneurship. Ama entrepreneurs anakuendesa vanenge vakazisa.
Saka wakatotora.
Tunaweza jote mnakaita entrepreneurship uka. Wahuda utanga calculate. I know. Zvinozodi. There are many entrepreneurs out there but avatori nama awards nenyaya yekuti zvimwe zvinhu calculate.
Alright.
Zviite.
And the podcast muri vangani? Ndo ine tu.
tiri true jet.
The other one, who's your competition? Oh, also do I mention?
Ndangona name rangonzi Patience Malunge ranyatsuzati.
Oh, alright.
She's
maybe.
from Blawai by then, but she's pushing him ndara kwadzana and ovata nezuru.
Yeah, I voted as well. I voted.
Yeah, thank you for support.
So I have a question, Anika, which is one of the questions that I've always liked to pose out. 5 podcasts in Zimbabwe. I've seen a lot of podcasts. 5 podcasts yours are not zakaipa mu Zimbabwe. Don't include me, don't include yourself.
Okay.
5 podcasts are not zakaipa.
In
terms of content, in just being good. Just got us numbers.
Inini kutunge nzuri panapa mdara.
Yeah.
I am inspired by DJ Ola 7. Shout out to DJ Ola 7.
Okay.
He's my number 1. Kwelo ndakatanga nomfollow story ku kwaeva kwe.
Alright.
So shout out to the Ola 7 podcast.
Yeah.
Then number 2. Kune vakomana vanovhurika mudhara kuna Sparks aiwa chibaba. So DJ Sparks ndinovaisa pa number 2 ndo uncensored podcast.
Yeah, I guess that one.
Then number 3 pa number 3 apa tinogona kuipa pane inonzi chikwe ya angwa Saint TV. Yeah, yo. Saint TV ndogona kuisa pa number 3. Then pa number 4 ndogona kuisa podcast ya Nyams. Nyams, the Nyams show. And then pa number 5, shout out to my G. It's a TV show, but don't include the purple because it's more like annual push-ups and King Ryan skits.
Okay.
Yeah, we are my layout test.
That's your top 5.
That's my top 5. I don't know it's for you because you prefer not to Zimbabwe or one and up.
Nah, I feel like you need to I will have to plug you in my podcast. It was Zimbabwe. I have to plug you. Andika. I'll give you 3 and I won't include that because Vagara Torimo Mlesi Momo. Avatorimo.
How?
They're simply not that good. Kwandiri.
Simply not that good.
And?
Simply not that good.
Say?
Simply not that good. Yo? You can give us the list.
The list is funny good ring here.
You can give us the list. Let's continue.
Let's continue. Yeah. All right. The list. Paneya Panache. Panache. Kimberly. Simple conversations.
Yeah.
Ndia Kimberly. Ndia Panache or Kimberly. Simple conversations. I have to show you. And you understand when Kitia Gaipa.
Alright.
Simple conversations. Quite a black and forth. Why is there? Yana King Kandor.
And
then the third one, Yagazo discontinue one, but it was one of the best podcasts. The 2 broke twimbos. The editing, the way they were witty with the words and the way they carry their thing, it was unmatched. Then it was always Denny J. Denny J is okay, but then Aripa last strong. So with that, let's take a ad break, Andika. Take a ad break. Then I'll show you the episodes. They know voice or power no.
Review.
All right. So let's say my podcast. I put out my list. And I told you Guti. I just review Guti. Was I right or was I wrong?
And I won't say my TV shows. And that's one under my podcast.
My podcast and
so in Midlands province, it's about top 3. About top 5. Top 5. Can I ring my score 5?
Some of them stopped. Andiga. Do I include myself on those views?
Include him that I want.
All right. Ndobani listen, don't go to my podcast 5 and those here. The Psychology podcast.
One.
Psychology podcast is one of the best podcasts that I've watched from Gweru. I liked Tangani Nishi. Had conversations with like an one about Gweru. Pani ma podcast. Zavana ma artist Gweru, for example. Kuna ma artist salad ni ma artist asiri salad. Ma podcast salad ni ma asiri sport. So it serves different markets. Zavani going back to Harare. Vana Sparks nanani. Ma podcast each Gweru anzusora ghetto but podcast kuti nyaya idzodzo dziri relevant kuchi
ghetto yeah
makumana mageto chaitoona ningaito shit
yeah
chinhu chakaipa ichi then kozoita wana black and forth kwai kuchi north of Samora
yeah
Gweru so wana not kuti ndoda uchi kuti aya ndekupi there's psychology podcast, there's chances podcast, there's everyday buzz podcast.
What to be say?
It's also there's everyday buzz podcast. There's enzane kumana mboshito mkopa inchas. Then there's lifestyle podcast. I don't remember.
Alright.
These are the podcasts that Gweru and then there's the new podcast, Central Radio podcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
That one is coming in with fire.
Yeah.
At least the thing with me in my podcast, Gweru, they are not being consistent.
Yeah.
No, one episode. They know so next month.
I think in getting able to my resources and so forth.
No, do you know what? Let me tell you a journey of my resources. My first ever episode, the phone and quality, but I believed in myself and worked with some companies. I have my camera. Then shit moved because like the only way I'm consistent, knowing for sure to know how consistent is like investing in yourself.
And
in any, I started myself. I used to like drinking beer, and I didn't go on Maria. I would go drinking, don't know Jamari. But then, start of this year, I was like, I need to buy my own equipment.
Yeah, this was
6 months in. I have like I won't say the number of cameras that I have. Andika. Now this is not my ignorance. I don't turn phone. I got phone. Most of the item or some of the stuff was borrowed, but it's amazing the amount of investment that you can put into something. If you put your mind to it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can say good. You triple month reach 7 and reach 8. If you set a target, you let me set a target. Panopera December. Unondo zeo kuti uningo achieve zvakawanda. So right now I'm aging yourself anika. Kuti set a target, you not intrude camera, intrude my mic, intrude chakati. Find out the price. Go for that target. You reach it.
Yeah, and this was
you reach it. Apana kuti excuse ganachi. The more your mind works in a way kuti you put your mind to something, you will achieve it. Kana ungori ni tenacity and consistency.
Yeah,
and that drive.
We will try to improve on that one. Thank you for the lessons and the advice.
No, I believe in you. Yeah,
we'll try.
I love the drive that you have, Andika.
Yeah.
You've got the drive, something that I don't have sometimes. But then I always see how you hustle and how you move. So you know what? This guy is in it for the love of it. Of course, you're in it for the money, but then I see the love first.
Yeah,
before,
and this was
because whatever you do, you have to enjoy whatever you're doing before.
Was one of my returns.
Yeah. So shout out to you for that. Kutune that drive to you are a go-getter. All right. The best way to describe you, Anika, from my own point of view, is like you are a go-getter. You don't stop. You just keep on pushing. You told me about the adversities. Some people would come and diss you, but you know what? When I'm on a drive,
exactly.
It's something that I respect, and it's something that you could keep on keeping on and rock it.
Then lastly, I think we should do something like more like a seminar with the content creators and artists.
But how many content creators can you gather from Gweru though?
But I'll switch you to account on break him that so I realize out no. Monetization is because people they are out there, but I've asked to zero to no so that no so that. So if when I come kind of seminar, no kwasa kwa better to azie kuti. No one has got to see you no gadura says no fantasy. You see?
Yeah.
So I've named my upcoming. You seminar no fanangi my upcoming artist. Yes, name one or two big artists and guys so over no something like stuff. I'm sure seminar no better to no adzie I want.
No doubt. We are in support of it.
Yeah.
I might be there, I might not be there, but I hope I'll be there. But I'll be there.
Yeah. Chiro mukasa wapa support yenyu kana makasa ruoko tekuzara mukoma makasimbisa.
Yeah. So Gweru podcast, we out.